I'm gonna go over 5 things I've learned about living alone that I think a lot of people just don't really talk about or are misconstrued by. I don't know if that's the correct word, but let's just go ahead and start it off. Number one is I don't get lonely like some people said I was going to. A lot of people on the internet or just like even in person, I feel like have this thing in their mind that if you live alone, you are going to be lonely at some point. Not all the time, but like that you will hit this point of like loneliness and it will just kind of hit you at some point. And I've never felt that ever. Never, not even late nights where I'm the only one here and I just feel lonely. I don't know if it's because I'm still somewhat close to my parents or I visit my friends often, whatever, but I guess if I was all the way across the country and I didn't have my parents there, it might be a little different, but I don't know, man. I haven't hit that point of loneliness ever. And I've been here for almost like, it's coming up on a year pretty quickly. So I don't know. I don't really understand that. I guess if you lived far away from your parents, it would make more sense. But that's something that wasn't true for me. Anyways, number two is you learn pretty quickly what responsibilities you don't like doing. So for me, that's cooking. But I like doing everything else. I like cleaning. I like everything else, but I just hate cooking. I don't know why. I think it's just because it takes so much time compared to the other things. It's just, I don't know. I don't like it. I hate it actually. So you're gonna learn if you move out by yourself after you're forced to do different responsibilities that you didn't maybe have to do when you were living with your parents. It's, you'll figure out pretty quickly which ones you don't actually like. Number three, you can see if you're a cleanly person. This kind of goes with the other one or with number two, but you'll pretty soon see if either you're just hella messy and you don't clean up after meals and each day, or do your weekly cleaning, then yeah, you'll just know. Because I've found out that I'm fairly cleanly. I keep the place pretty clean. Like, I didn't clean up before this YouTube video, so that you can kind of see these are shop products, so that doesn't count. I have to record shop products, so they have to be there. But I feel like I'm a pretty cleanly person. I vacuum probably every 2 weeks, and I don't know. You'll find out what happens. I feel like I'm pretty good with dishes. I put them all in the sink instead of just letting them sit out, at least until I fill the dishwasher or whatever. So yeah, that's something you'll see. And then number four, second to last, is keeping track of what food is going bad. This one I think is very relatable, even if you're not living alone, but I think it gets very apparent when you're living alone because your parents probably were the ones throwing away the food before. But if you go grocery shopping and a week or two later goes by, like a week or two goes by, you will probably find some things in your fridge that are not supposed to be there anymore. Or even a couple months go by and then you realize that, wow, there's something growing in here. There's definitely some things that you can find that are massively expired. Luckily, I haven't had anything too crazy, but things that are a week expired, like if you go on a vacation especially, and there's just, you don't want to throw anything away because maybe it'll be fine when you get back, and there's those things that you get for like one meal, for one recipe, and then you come back a couple months later and you're like, oh wow, yeah, that's only been used one time. Number five, our last point in this video. You figure, and I think this one is my favorite and the one that kind of affects you the most. You figure out how to get yourself motivated and you find your drive. Even if you've already had a drive, it's just a whole new thing. Because before, when you're going either to school or your parents are just waking you up in the morning, you're just being woken up, or even if you don't wake up to an alarm or something, your parents will wake you up eventually because you can't just sleep all day. So you'll get woken up. There'll be other things happening that'll wake you up, just even if someone doesn't come into your room. There'll be things that you have to do at a certain point in time. Like if you go to school, you're probably gonna have to get to class at a certain point in time. So there's these different things, and your parents are going to kind of keep you in check because they're there. They're going to keep you in check. They're going to make you do your responsibilities. They're going to make you do the things you got to do. So once you're alone, that's gone. You don't have an easy way to wake up because someone's not going to wake you up if your alarm doesn't go off or if you sleep through it or whatever happens. They're not going to make sure you're in bed on time, so you might ruin your sleep schedule. I do that all the time. And you're not being told to do certain things. So if your laundry's stacking up, your parents aren't going to say, hey, do the laundry. You have to do it yourself. You have to just do it off of pure willpower and self-discipline. You just have to do it. So that is massively different. And especially coming from someone who works at home, like I work right here at this setup. I find it very difficult quite often to make myself do the things that I need to do. Transparently, it is 6 a.m. right now. The sun is coming out. That's how my face is being lit right now. And I have not slept because I keep getting distracted. I just watched a bunch of YouTube videos on cars because I like cars. Sorry for clicking the pen. I like cars, so I just watched a bunch of videos on cars because I got distracted and went down a rabbit hole. And I still have to record this video, post this video, and do all my shop videos. So I'm probably not going to sleep much at all today, which is just not good. And I would have been asleep if I was living with someone because they would be hella annoyed if I was doing this right now. So it's a big learning curve between living with someone and not living with someone. So anyways, I think that's pretty much all I got to cover. And I guess I should talk about the finding your drive thing as well. You really have to figure out what that thing that you want to work towards is, because that is going to really help the times where you're like, no, I don't really want to do this. So you got to find that thing. I'm still in the process of really finding that thing that just drives me every day. I really want to hit $30,000 a month consistently. I've never hit $30,000 a month even once, but I want to start hitting that as a monthly thing. And I want to get my dream car, which is either a GT4 RS, a GT3, or a GT3 RS. One of those. I want one of those. So those two big things drive me for sure, but not to the point where it's like I never miss anything. So anyways, that's everything I got. Let me know if you guys live alone and if you've learned anything else while living alone. These are just 5 things. I'm sure I could come up with more, but I'd love to hear what you guys have as well. See you in the next one.